This image is a black and white sketch of one of the many scenes that arose around the Boston Tea Party on the night of December 16, 1773. It depicts men on British tea-bearing ships throwing wooden barrels overboard while waving an American flag. It is unclear whether or not this is meant to be the actual scene in Boston or one of the many other similar scenes that arose. Some of the people appear to be dressed normally, while others appear to be dressed as Native Americans. There are also several smaller boats in the water below those throwing over the tea, which appear to be cheering the men on, and a few seem to be bearing arms, perhaps in case British soldiers were to appear. The Boston Tea Party came to pass due to Britain's oppression of the American people, through the Sugar Act, the Currency Act, and the Stamp Act. However, the last straw and direct cause was the Tea Act of 1773 that enraged colonial merchants. After the Tea Party, British Parliament passed the Coercive Acts, also known as the Intolerable Acts in the colonies. These constituted the final acts passed before an all-out rebellion broke loose in the colonies. While this image is of the Boston Tea Party, its first publication was reportedly in a book some 100 years after the Boston Tea Party. Since this is published about a century after, probably during the Reconstruction era, I could imagine the author published this as a way to remind people of our common roots and to try and help pull the country back together after the tragedies of the Civil War. I chose this image due to what its subject symbolizes, not only in American history, but also in world history. During the Boston Tea Party and later the Revolutionary War, people rose up against tyrants in a far-off land and rebelled in the name of liberty and freedom. This represents a turning point in American history, if not the most important turning point, as it directly leads to the creation of the United States. In world history, it represents the creation of a new state based on equal rights, freedom, and democracy.